Hey, Jonathan, when you look at how the group has started off this year as opposed to last, what in your mind is the biggest difference with how much better it's gone so far this season?
I just think that having a majority of this group together last year and um, building relationships on the ice, off the ice, it's a little more cohesive. And you know, having Todd for the year and knowing what he expects of us and system play, things like that. It just is a little smoother, despite the 10-month layoff there where we missed time and short training camp, is just a little smoother kind of going into the season, I believe.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
Yep.
Next up is Nick Nixon.
Yeah. Hey, Jonathan. Good to see you again. Talked to Todd briefly about this, I guess Tuesday, but you had the full off day Monday, off day today, and I know the limitations because of the protocols, but how are you spending the time on the road? The first road trip under these circumstances.
Yeah, it's different. You're not supposed to leave the hotel and, obviously limit going to guys' rooms and things like that. So, obviously, spent a lot of time FaceTime with the family, watching some shows, hang out in the lobby to kill some time. I don't know, just, it's pretty much the same deal, except, you can't go out to dinner and, you can't go play cards in the team suite or anything like that. You find things to pass the time.
Next up is Jack Harris.
Jonathan, following up on that, when it comes to the on ice stuff and the kind of trying to continue improving as a team, even in this season, are you guys still able to get the work that you need done on the ice, away from the ice, to keep taking those steps as you guys keep kind of adding on to more of what Todd wants to do?
Yeah, it's the same process every year. We go to practice to get work done. You're trying to be a better team every day than you were the day before. So that's no different than every year.
You said your kind of last year, your own kind of strong finish to the season coincided with just the fact that the team was playing a lot better. Is that sort of the same feeling you have right now with your first couple games?
Yeah, no, I don't remember saying that, but I think like where my game's at and team's game, obviously we want to continue to get better. But yeah, it's where you go to practice to get better.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Next up is Lisa Dillman.
Yeah, John, there's so much about sports and life that's so inconsistent. How helpful has it been for you to have the same goalie coach, mentor in Billy? He's a constant in your life.
Yeah, and I think that's important. It's huge. It's huge for my development coming up. And, obviously still lean on him a lot for, what he sees in games and, talking it out and, talking about teams, what to expect. And yeah, a lot of times I know what he's going to say. But it's always good to hear him reinforce things that I see and, what I'm reading out there. And he same, just like us, we're always trying to get better in practice. He's always trying to find new ways to push us and push himself. So, to see and work with him for the past, 14 years or whatever it's been, it's been extremely helpful.
Thanks.
Next up is Daryl Evans.
Hey, Jonathan, quick question. Last year, you guys at the beginning of the year, new coaching staff, new systems and all that. a lot of new players. This year, you've got some new guys back in the blue line. How has it been with the adjustment of, let's say, having Mikey Anderson around more, now Cale Clegg, Ole Mata coming on board? How's that been on you communicating along with those guys?
I mean, I think D-core and goalies, like we have a great relationship as far as what we expect out of each other on the ice and the communication on the ice, you know, and helping each other out. I think, I mean, that's something that like we had last year and it kind of carried over into this year. And yeah, it's obviously just like everything else, like I've been saying here, it's something that you, no matter how good you feel you're doing at it, there's always some room for improvement. So we, you know, constantly trying to find those ways to get better.
With the uniqueness of the schedule this year, playing Minnesota again tomorrow, you get a chance to kind of watch the team again, assuming that you're playing tomorrow. How does that benefit your game, being able to sit on that bench and then play that same team within a couple of days again?
I mean, like it is helpful for sure. But it also at the same time, it's when you get into the season, like you know what teams are doing and what they want to do, you know, their strengths and weaknesses. So like you usually figure that out by the 10 game mark anyway. I guess it's just kind of a little bit more reinforced being able to see them. This is fourth time in 2 weeks we're playing them. So yeah, I mean, you know teams, you do video on teams in a normal year, and that doesn't change this year. It's just, yeah, obviously being able to see them live and play them live. You know, I guess you might be a little more aware of what they're doing, just, you know, instead of watching it on film, you're seeing it in person.
All right, keep up the great work, young man. Good luck.
Thanks, Dale.
Last one here from Steven Dorfman.
Jonathan, just following up on Daryl's question there, like last night, is there anything or one area of the game watching Minnesota that you're focused on that might help you?
No,
tomorrow?
they're a really good hockey team, and you know, obviously from my perspective, they have a bunch of weapons, and they could, you know, attack you from different areas. So there's not just one thing that you could focus on. You got to kind of be aware of everything.